What's up, everybody? Cliff Ravenscraft here, and I wanted to record an impromptu video. And I am just gonna free flow with this, and I'm gonna ask you a question. Do your dreams overwhelm you? Does the pursuit of your dreams, going after your dreams, is it overwhelming you? I'm talking about overwhelm as a negative emotion. I'm talking about overwhelm where you feel like, man, I'm just so stressed out. There's just so many different ways I could go and I have no idea what to do. It doesn't seem like I'm ever going to be able to pull this off, and there's just way too much. There's too much to do, not enough time to do it, and it's causing me all kinds of stress when it comes to other relationships and all this other stuff. Overwhelm is a negative emotion. And today I came across somebody that is experiencing overwhelm, and I want to talk to you about this person. Now, the thing is, I'm not sharing this person's name, and by the way, this person that I'm connected to, the description of this individual would fit at least 5 other people that I know in my community. So no indicators here as to who this individual is, but I wanted to speak to this individual, but I'm going to do it through a video because, number one, it'll be much quicker, more efficient for me to create this video and speak to you, and you know who you are. The reality is there's at least 4 other people who are exactly in your shoes who actually have the same circumstances and situation as you. And so there's that. And then I know outside of the weight loss, mentoring, and coaching side of things and the pursuit of the dream in that area, I know at least 50 or 60 other people who experience the negative emotions of overwhelm. Many do the same thing as you, but just in other areas of where they want to mentor and coach people. And then there's so many people in my community that I'm not aware of their personal story. And I bet you this video is going to be helpful to them. So how did this start out, this topic? Why am I sitting here when it's a Sunday afternoon and I've got some other things I was going to do to market Free the Dream, which I will do after I finish this video? This is what matters. Overwhelm is a negative emotion that does not serve you well. Being and trust me, I know, because I spent so many years trying to build my business, pursuing my dream in overwhelm. And all it did was land me in the hospital where I lost my gallbladder. And I almost died as a result of it. Lots and lots of overwhelm. Overwhelm caused me stress. Overwhelm caused me anxiety. Overwhelm caused me to have lack of confidence. Overwhelm caused me to not effectively be able to market and sell to others. Overwhelm did not serve me, all right? And it will not serve you. And so when I come across somebody who expresses that, yes, I do have a dream, but it's causing me to be overwhelmed, well, I feel I want to help that person. And so this is how I'm doing it today. How did this all start? It started when I was looking in my Facebook app and I saw so-and-so has requested to be your friend on Facebook. And I saw that we had many people in common, and I'm researching who this person is. It's like, okay, based upon what I see in his timeline, based upon the people that we mutually are connected to, it looks like a good friend on Facebook to have. So I hit confirm. Then I sent him a personal message on Facebook Messenger. I said, hey, thanks for the connection. I see we have some great friends in common. And I was just wondering, what's the biggest dream that you're currently pursuing that either excites you or makes you nervous? Something to that effect. And then this person tells me, Cliff, thank you so much for the connection. By the way, here's a picture of me a couple years ago. Over the past such and such years, I've lost well over 100 pounds. He told me the exact number, but it's well over 100 pounds. And this guy has crushed it. And he's had a dream as a result of this awaken inside of him to coach and mentor other obese men who feel that their weight is holding them back. And he believes within all of his being that he can serve those people. And I think that's all amazing. By the way, he already has some men who are in a mastermind group that he facilitates, and he already has some men that he is coaching one-on-one. And what I can tell you is that those men, he's told me, have had significant success. All right, losing that weight and working with him, getting motivated. And he focuses on mindset. And this is another reason why I love working with this guy, because he's not telling them what to eat, what diet plan or anything like that, how to work out. He's just helping people uncover their limiting beliefs that are holding them back from making the behavioral changes they need to live the life of their dreams when it comes to their physical fitness and health. By the way, again, I know 5 people who have lost over 100 pounds who are doing this exact thing. This guy just happens to be one of them that I just got introduced through Facebook, all right? So here's what he says. I want to reach men that struggle with obesity and believe their weight is holding them back. I am juggling the group, that's the mastermind group, my few other coaching clients, starting a podcast within a certain time period. Again, I'm trying to not give you any indicators of who this exact person is. And I'm sitting here a little in overwhelm mode. Now, it's Sunday afternoon. It's Sunday afternoon, and he's sitting there right now at this very moment in time in overwhelm mode. In overwhelm mode. In overwhelm mode. In overwhelm mode. Those are his words. And I want to tell you, on a Sunday afternoon, taking time away from your family, trying to figure out all the things to do to reach those men, in overwhelm mode is not going to serve you, and you're not going to reach your target audience. Now, I asked him, I said, hey, listen, I don't believe that being in overwhelm mode is going to serve you well at all. I don't think it's going to make you make the most efficient use of your time. And I have some other really strong feelings about overwhelm. And I don't think that you should be feeling overwhelmed. What is it that's causing you overwhelm? And he gave me a bullet list of items. And I'm going to share those with you right here on my trusty little handheld small whiteboard, all right? Responsibility to provide for my family is the first one he listed. The technology is the second one he listed. Lack of clear daily plan to get it all done. Marketing my mastermind group to those men, finances, it all boils down to the clear plan and the clock. All right. So, for those of you who haven't heard, I have this message. It's called the Free the Dream Core Message. If you haven't heard about it, check out freethedreamconference.com. And if you haven't done so already, you must go see my talk. It's called All Beliefs Have Consequences. Give me 60 minutes and I'll teach you how to change your life. Give me 60 minutes and I'll teach you how to completely get rid of overwhelm out of your life. Go to mindsetanswerman.com/free and get instant access to my opening keynote address to the Free the Dream 2018 conference. All beliefs have consequences. So I'm going to go through this real quickly here because I know that not only did the person that sent me have these bullet point items that are causing overwhelm, I know some of you also have this as well. Do you have some overwhelm when you feel the weight of the responsibility to provide for your family? Yeah, and it's probably tied down here to finances, all right? Now, I'm drawing the conclusion. If I was working with this person through, let's just say a 1 to 2 hour mentoring session, I could really go in and dive deep and stuff like that and figure out exactly what beliefs and what feelings and what emotions are being brought out by these two things, where those come from, and why. But what I'm gonna do is, based upon all of my experience of doing one-on-one with everyone else, I'm going to tell you what I see a lot. This overwhelm that comes from finances, and over here, when it comes to you want to do coaching and paid mastermind groups and other streams of income so that you can get paid to do this work that you feel called to do, it usually comes with an issue and beliefs about money. You probably have fear about whether or not you're qualified to charge a specific amount of money. You probably worry or fear that you'll be rejected if you charge too much, that you won't be able to impact and influence the lives of the people you want if your rates are too high. There's all sorts of beliefs that you have about charging people, this marketing people side of mastermind groups and one-on-one coaching, and so you probably may be charging way too little. Maybe you're charging $50 an hour. Maybe you're charging $100 an hour. And the reality is it sounds to me like this isn't your full-time gig. And for those people, you know, it's the responsibility to provide for the family. So maybe your pursuit of this is cutting into a little bit of your time that you would do with your regular job that provides income. Even if you're still at the job, your mental cycles aren't as there, you're not as effective in the day job because you're so trying to build the side hustle kind of deal. Or just the fact that maybe, you know what, listen, I got that under control, Cliff, but man, I spend a lot of time away from my family trying to do this, and I'm not seeing the financial return. You're not charging enough. That's probably what it is. There's this a friend of mine, he says, revenue fixes everything, RFE. And there's some truth to that. And you need to increase your revenue, my friend. You need to get to your belief systems about what you're charging. If you already have people in your paid mastermind group, by the way, I haven't found out yet if you have a paid mastermind group. If it's free, start charging for it. And if you're charging for it, charge more for it. Chances are that's going to solve a lot of your problems. Those two things should not be causing you overwhelm, but if you have some beliefs about how much money you should charge, if you have beliefs about how you earn money, just go to mindsetanswerman.com/free. That's an entire 1 hour talk about my own beliefs about money that was causing me overwhelm in the early days. So we'll knock those off the list. I'm pretty sure if you go to mindsetanswerman.com/free, you'll get that taken care of. Let's talk about the technology. It shouldn't cause you any overwhelm at all. Number one, I want to tell you this. You do not need a podcast. I think you should have one. I think you should do one, but you don't need it to do what you said, all right? You do not need a website. You do not need a landing page, a sales page. You do not need a mailing list. You don't need any of that technology. All you need is your story of what you've accomplished, your desire and dream to help those obese men who feel like their weight is holding them back, and a clear desire to serve them. And if you have all of that, then you need no technology, I promise you. You could actually make lots of money without even having a website. Now, is the technology going to be useful to you? Yes. Should it cause you overwhelm? No. I don't care how much you don't know and how much you lack skills in the area of technology. If my friend Kay Kopit can actually create a podcast and have a website, and she's in her 70s, and she took podcasting A to Z and went through this thing and taught herself how to podcast, she had a lot of challenges in the area of technology, but it didn't overwhelm her. She just saw it in definable, solvable terms, and she's like, "Hey, I can do this. I have enough reason behind why I want to do this that I'm not going to allow the technology to cause negative emotions. I'm just going to see what is the next step and just go for it." So don't let the technology cause you overwhelm. Just see the technology as a tool that may help you scale what you're doing, but it's not required. It's not necessary. It doesn't need to be a part of your daily journey of getting new clients and making more and more money. Then there is, oh goodness, here's the thing. Marketing my mastermind to those men. And chances are you have some beliefs about marketing. All right, marketing and sales. If this is actually, by the way, this is only on this list because this is something that this person says, this is something that's causing me overwhelm. Marketing. My mastermind. Marketing and sales. I once had somebody who told me that their marketing was what's causing them a lot of overwhelm as well and some stress. And I said, well, explain to me, how would you define marketing? And this person says, well, for me, it's trying to sell somebody or trying to convince somebody to buy something they probably don't need. I said, yeah, I'd be overwhelmed with that too. If you believe that marketing is trying to sell something that they don't need, if you believe that people don't have the money to pay for what it is that you're doing, and you feel like, man, they're already paycheck to paycheck, and man, if I ask them to pay $300 an hour for a one-on-one mentoring session with me, I'm probably going to cause them to go even further into debt, and you're going to come up with all kinds of stories and beliefs about money and what they can afford, and you're not going to focus on what $300 could mean for your family to spend that time with them, what $300 could mean for them as far as leverage to take action on the advice that you give them during your hour together. And not to mention the fact that what would it mean in their lives if they could lose over 100 pounds within the same time frame that you did yours? Is that not, how much money are they saving in medication? How much money are they going to save in other health-related consequences? I don't know. What does it cost to have your feet amputated these days? I don't know. You might want to look into that. I think you would see that it's probably a bargain to charge them, let's say $1,500 to be a part of your mastermind group for a period of time, or to be in a group coaching program. Charging higher rates, marketing. And by the way, marketing, can I suggest a different definition? I'm always selling something. I am always selling something. Right now, I'm selling you on the idea of stop being overwhelmed. I'm selling you on the idea. I'm marketing the idea that overwhelm never serves you, that you should never allow yourself to sit in overwhelm mode. I'm selling you on the idea of never allowing yourself to take action in overwhelm mode. Any action you take in overwhelm mode is going to be taken in scarcity mindset, in lack of confidence mode, in scarcity mode, in lack of confidence mode, in, you can influence, seriously, I'm selling you. This video is to market you on the idea of getting rid of your overwhelm mode. Stand up so you're no longer sitting in overwhelm mode. Stand up, shake it off. Turn on some crazy music and dance like nobody's watching. Do something to get yourself, but do not sit in overwhelm mode. This whole video is to market you, to sell you on the idea of getting rid of overwhelm mode out of your life forever. It will never serve you, all right? So, what is marketing and what is sales? For me, convincing someone to do something that will add value to their lives. That's sales and marketing. It's convincing someone to do something, take an action. It's motivating someone to do something that will add value to their lives. That's sales. That's marketing. All right? So that shouldn't overwhelm you. If you can adjust your beliefs about marketing and sales to that, and you still have a struggle with marketing your mastermind group, then you need to actually go to your beliefs about how valuable your mastermind group is. And you need to get to the belief system of, am I qualified to do this? Am I worthy of charging this amount? Can people afford my mastermind group? Will it be able to create the change in them that I promise? There's all kinds of things. It's not marketing the mastermind, it's the beliefs behind what's causing you to not market the mastermind. That's all we need to get to, all right? And then, check this out, lack of clear daily plan to get it all done. Everybody wants a clear daily plan on how to do everything. But guess what? I don't know if you're a parent, but if you ever have had children, when that child comes out of the womb, did you have a clear daily plan on how to get it all done? No. Did you manage? I hope so. Did sometimes it cause you overwhelmed? Probably. Did you learn how to have seasons of life where you weren't overwhelmed by how to do this? Yeah. There's all sorts of things where you would love to have a clear daily plan on how to do everything in the exact right order. The only thing is, such a plan doesn't exist. And so the desire, the feeling that you must have a clear daily plan is causing you anxiety because you don't have it. Well, I tell you what, how about you get rid of the belief that you have to have it? Also, if you have a desire to get it all done, if you have a desire to get everything that's on your plate, everything you've learned that you should do, I need to write a book. I need to create an ebook to get an email opt-in on my website, which, by the way, I have to get my website on. I have to not only get that, I have to figure out the technology behind how to hook all that stuff up, to make sure it gets downloaded. I have to create an email automated sequence. I have to then create a weekly newsletter to keep them all up to date, and I have to create the podcast. I have to also create social media posts. I have to create a YouTube channel. I've got to get all this stuff. I also have to figure out my products. I have to create a landing page. I have to create a way for people to pay me. I have to do this. I need a clear daily plan to get it all done. And I'm sitting here in overwhelm mode. And the only reason I can do all of that is, and I'm not making fun of anyone, I used to be that guy. And I gotta tell you, you don't need a clear daily plan. You don't need to get it all done. You don't need the technology. You don't need all that stuff. And so for you, it all boils down to the clear plan, which you don't need, and the clock. And guess what? The clock you have, oh my gosh, your biggest thing, sorry, I'm getting so excited, I'm kicking the camera around. You've got the clock. You have the clock. You have the same 24 hours that I do. You know, I'm marketing the Free the Dream conference. I've got a dream of building my conference to stadium events, tens of thousands of people who come to Free the Dream. And, you know, right now I'm clearly attempting to get 300 people to come and have their lives transformed in a single weekend in Franklin, Tennessee, September 13th through the 15th, 2019. In Franklin, Tennessee, your life would change if you could just come and learn about all beliefs have consequences, how to discover and eliminate limiting beliefs that are keeping you from taking the actions that you need to take. And by the way, having even more clarity about what actions you need to take and coming up with the understanding. Let me read to you one of my daily affirmations. Let me read this to you, okay? Just listen here. When I'm planning my day, I will focus on the outcome I desire rather than the tasks that I need to do. When I'm focused on what it is that I want today and why I want it, then I will have multiple ideas in the moment for tasks that I could choose to perform that day to get closer to my outcome. I will not simply recycle yesterday's unfinished to-do list. I have no desire to get it all done. I will not simply recycle yesterday's unfinished to-do list. Those items may or may not be relevant to the outcome that I currently want today. I may not have the right mental focus for some of those tasks. And so those things can get put off. Would those things be beneficial, help me get to my goal maybe faster? Maybe. There's no promise of that. Just because it worked for someone else doesn't mean it's going to work for me. But today I'm not doing those things. Today I'm doing this thing. Today I'm creating a video for my YouTube channel and my Facebook page that I'll syndicate through my Facebook. And I'm going to share this with the one person who told me that they're sitting in overwhelm mode. And I'm going to create a video that isn't all about marketing. It's not like, here's 5 reasons why you should come to Free the Dream in 53 days from today. I'm not sitting here doing all the other things that I know I could do. I'm going to do a few of them. I've got a list about 10 different things that I could do today on a Sunday afternoon. I'm not sitting in overwhelm. You know, I know the gap between what I want and where I am. I know all sorts of things that I could do. There's some of them require technology that I don't know how to do myself personally. And the thing is I'm not in overwhelm mode. You know, I have responsibility to my family. You know, I have my own financial burdens as well, but I'm not sitting in overwhelm mode. There's no reason to be in overwhelm mode. What I want you to do is I want you to focus on what do you believe about all of those bullet points. What do you believe about your responsibility to your family? Why are you not already living that out? What actions would you need to start doing and stop doing to actually to feel good about your responsibility to your family? All right? And then the next question is, why haven't you already been taking those actions? Why haven't you already started doing those things? Why haven't you already stopped doing the behaviors that are holding you back from being responsible to your family? And then what the answers to that question is going to be beliefs. All right? You're going to come up with all sort of beliefs. Many of them are limiting and untrue. All right? But that's the first thing. The technology. You know, what technology do you feel like you need? By the way, you don't need any of it. I'm just telling you, people made money coaching and teaching and training and getting paid extremely well before the internet existed. All right? And by the way, what if you could just say, hey, technology, I just need to be able to say, hey, I'd like to do this. I'd like to have a podcast. I'd like to have a website. I'd like to write a book. Fine. Then do it, but choose not to be overwhelmed. Choose to see it as an exciting journey that challenges you to grow. What am I at? It's got to be under 30 minutes. All right. Marketing, just convincing people to make a decision that's going to add value to their lives. And yeah, they may pay you to do that. There's so much more. Lack of the clear plan. How about you just have the next step? How about you just have the next step? There's value in having more steps beyond that, and there's ways to get it. But you know what? Trying to find them in overwhelm mode is not going to be helpful. There are plans out there, but just ask yourself, what's the next thing I need to do? And do that. outside of overwhelm mode. All right? Finances, charge more money. You don't feel like you're worthy of it? First of all, you are. You've lost over 100 pounds. People are already in your group. People have already done some outside coaching. I'm telling you, you are worth way more than you ever believe you could possibly charge. So you need to change your beliefs about that. But you could even learn more. You could even invest yourself and immerse yourself how to become a better coach, and you're just going to consistently improve and make yourself even more valuable. It all boils down to the clear plan. You don't have to get it all done. My friends, being in overwhelm mode will not serve you. Get out of it. If you want to know how to get out of it, you have to understand the beliefs behind the things that are causing it. What is it that you want in life? What is the gap? Where are you today? What would you need to start doing to get closer? What would you need to stop doing to get closer? And then, why haven't you already started doing those things? Why haven't you already stopped doing those things? You'll come up with excuses is what you've been calling them. And you may think you have very valid excuses, but I will tell you, those excuses, if you write them down word for word, what you are expressing are beliefs. And most of them are limiting beliefs that are not true. And I encourage you to go into mindsetanswerman.com/free, mindsetanswerman.com/free, and in 1 hour you'll learn that. I'm looking off to the clock here. Okay, I'm popping in here at the end because I recorded originally for 30 minutes, camera cut off for me. And now I'm in editing mode. You can see this is where you just finished. That's where I'm at in the editing process. And I do want to convince you. I want to motivate you. I want to encourage you to make a decision, to take an action that is absolutely going to add value to your life. Come to the Free the Dream Conference. If you happen to be watching this before Free the Dream 2019, go to freethedreamconference.com, grab your ticket today. If you happen to be watching this at some point in the future, go to freethedreamconference.com and get your ticket today. Make a decision that's going to add value to your life. And if you haven't done so already, don't wait, don't delay. Immediately head over to mindsetanswerman.com/free and get the opening keynote address from Free the Dream 2018. My friends, don't ever allow yourself to just sit in overwhelm mode. It will never serve you. It will not get you closer to the life of your dreams. If you ever find yourself sitting in overwhelm mode, you've got to take action to get out of it if you want to achieve the dreams that you have inside of you, if you want to live the life for which you were created. This, my friends, is what I'm devoted to helping people do, helping you understand that now is the time to live the life of your dreams and do the work you were most called to do, that you were created to do in this world. I look forward to seeing you at the Free the Dream Conference, or at the very least, hearing from you after you've gone over to mindsetanswerman.com/free to grab that free opening keynote address that will, I think the sales page on that, it says, give me 60 minutes and I'll teach you how to live the life of your dreams. mindsetanswerman.com/free, freethedreamconference.com. Thank you so much, and until next time, I encourage you to be intentional about what you believe, because what you believe will determine what you achieve.